Welcome to the Resonate Church Missoula podcast. This podcast exists to equip and encourage the members of Resonate Church to get the gospel to people, people to community, and community to mission. Thanks for listening. In this episode, I sat down with Taylor Sadewic to hear about the second day of Month of Welcome. Enjoy. All right, so Taylor, we're out on the Oval. We're getting ready for Capture the Flag on day 3, but I wanted to talk to you about how was yesterday. How was day 2 of Week of Welcome? We were in the lodge during midday. We were out on the Oval meeting students, and then had some dancing going on in the evening. So tell me about the midday, the lodge, meeting students. What are you seeing? How was it yesterday?
Yesterday was so much fun. I think, again, we just had a lot of energy going into day 2, which is always great to feel and experience after like a long move-in day.
Right.
Even before the lodge, we, staff team and then a lot of our student leaders showed up at 11 a.m. In the UC to share celebration stories and do a little business stuff, and then spend 15 minutes just in prayer, popcorning around, and just praying for the day before, the people that we'd met, and then the day we were going out for. And like I said, it was just, I think, this really sweet energy, and it was really cool to see all of the students' excitement over the people that they had met, and excitement to go back out on campus, and particularly head into the lodge. Because it's orientation week, all of the students kind of congregate in the lodge at one big time, and so everyone's there, and it was awesome.
I saw 700 students walk in there at one time yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. So it was pretty cool because I was just hearing a lot of stories of our student leaders talking to people in line as they were waiting to get in, getting a ton of connections and contacts, just waiting for food, and then going and sitting down with students to invite them to events. We had a few gospel stories yesterday, so it was really awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So students they're in the lodge. I mean, they're in orientation events all day. The university pretty much packs their schedule. Yeah. Has it been hard to catch them just out on the Oval as they're coming and going throughout the day?
Yeah, I think yes and no. I think, like I said, yesterday's lunch was a huge, great moment to just meet a lot of students all at once. I was out on the Oval for a little bit playing volleyball with people and kind of trying to pull them in. We had spike ball going too, and students were pretty open to coming in and joining, which was great. But I think especially day 1 of orientation, students are going to orientation and kind of running off to be where they're supposed to be. So I think it was a shorter chunk of time, but I still think we made a lot of connections.
Yeah, it seemed like when I was out there, students would jump in for a game for 5 minutes and then say, I got to go get to my group.
Yeah.
They don't have very much time.
Yeah,
that's good. Well, on the student leader side, what you're describing, having students show up early in the morning to pray and to track contacts and stuff like that, we've never seen anything like that. That's not the most fun part of the job typically. So to have students that are bought in enough to do that, I think that's a big step for us. Okay, so we were on the Oval yesterday meeting students, and then in the evening we had our big first swing dancing. So tell me how that went. What did you see there?
Yeah, it was an awesome turnout. So we, first of all, there was bingo going on as a university event beforehand, and a ton of our students went over there, met students, and invited them, continued to invite to get them out to swing dancing. So that was really cool to see. So kind of our staff team was setting up swing dancing, and students were bringing people over. So that was cool. We were there from 7:30 until about 10:30. So it was a lot of swing dancing, and it was, we've been doing this event. I've been coming to it for the last 4 years, and this, I think, was our most successful swing dancing event we've ever had, largely because the guys in our church have really been committing to learning how to swing dance and just being really bold and working hard to go out and ask girls to dance. And
it makes a huge difference.
It was so fun. So many girls that I was talking to were just they'd never been asked to dance before, and it just really broke the ice. And then they'd dance with a guy for one song, and then they'd talk to one of the girl students from Resonate, and it was really cool. It was a fun thing for them. So
it's funny to see how different events draw different crowds. So swing dancing is usually about 2 to 1 girl to guy ratio. Capture the Flag will be about 2 to 1 guy to girl ratio. But swing dancing is tough if you don't have guys who know how to dance and are willing to dance, because then it's just 200 girls standing around hoping somebody will ask them to dance. I thought our guys really stepped up, and it was a great event. It was a great event despite some difficult weather on the front and back end of the event.
Yeah.
We got a torrential downpour for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we got lightninged out at the end.
Yep. Yeah. But I think it added to it. I think people were laughing and having fun when it was raining, and then, everyone was scrambling at the end, and it was fun. So.
I don't think I've ever been that close to lightning before. Yeah. That was right above us.
Yeah.
It was funny when the biggest strike right on top of us, and 100 students fled to their dorms. Yeah. They were not trying to risk it out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it seemed like a great turnout. It seemed like a great time for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are you hoping for the rest of this week? We got a few more days, a few more big events. Yeah. What do you hope to see happen or see continue happen?
Yeah, for sure. I think I've really been hoping and praying that, this energy would just keep up for our students as they continue to go out each day. And something we were really talking about this morning is I think that we're doing a great job creating connections and contacts, and now it's moving into that really building relationships. And we've seen so many faces, have so many names in our head, but really making sure the students feel seen and cared for. And then also being bold in they know that we're church putting on these events. Right. And so we really talked about this morning of let's be bold in sharing the gospel and getting into these deeper conversations now. And
you don't have to pretend to not be a Christian when you have a Resonate Church shirt on.
For sure. Yeah. And so it's an easy what do you think about church? Yeah. Do you have any church experience? Yeah. And so we were really praying for that this morning, and we pray in accord as we group prayer, and a lot of the students were praying that they would have some comfort and ease in those conversations. So that was cool to hear.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. I think boldness is really cool. I was encouraged yesterday at swing dancing. We had one of our student leaders brought a guy up and said, "Hey, I was talking to him about Jesus, Christianity, and faith, and his questions he's got some really good questions, and I'd like you to be able to talk to him." So I talked to this kid for 20 minutes about morality and the existence of God and just some different apologetic arguments. And I was just so encouraged that we have students out there across the Oval initiating those kinds of conversations. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's great. Taylor, what would you, just to close, you have a prayer request or two, people that are wanting to serve and help out on campus but maybe aren't able to be here day after day? What can they be praying for?
Yeah. I think I'd love big prayers for next week. We're kind of doing something different. So we're doing a village launch week instead of starting up villages. So we've given each village a night that they have to kind of take ownership of and plan an event. And so it's new, and I'm just really praying that, that the leaders feel encouraged and excited, and that it's also a second week of events every single night. Right. So that they would continue to have energy, and that this would just be really successful in helping us reach upperclassmen too. We're in classes for the first week, inviting the person you're sitting next to this event tonight. And so just prayers for Village Launch Week would be great, and then just boldness in sharing the gospel. So
I love it. Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, Taylor. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks, Preston. Yep.